Welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sri Iyer. Today joining me in person is Sriram Seshadri. We've been listening to him once every week, and today I am in his town and he is very kindly consented to spare his time and come see me in a professional studio. Sriram ji, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskaram sir, it's a pleasure to meet you in person too. So namaskaram to the audience of PGurus.
Viewers, we've talked about politics, and in particular we have been talking a lot about the politics in Tamil Nadu, where the BJP is trying to make an impact. Certainly today, I think it's 17th day of
17th day
of Padayatra of Sri K. Annamalai, and we have been showing a few videos here and there in both our English and Tamil channels about how it's progressing, how it is drawing a lot of crowds. People feel very, they feel like he's a member of their family. At Connect, he has established, which I have not seen since MGR days.
Yes, very true, very true. It's a very emotional connect that he brings upon from the common public. Okay, even to that extent, there are some videos that I saw wherein Seeman used to attract the young crowd, the Nam Tamilar followers and all, and he used to, because his oratory skills are very vibrant, and then he used to attract those who have been going to Seeman's crowd are coming to Annamalai's, Padayatra, and even to that extent, there are some very Dravidian-oriented journalists who actually are anti-BJP mindset journalists, who had done an interview with him, have actually tweeted saying that this Padayatra is something different, that Annamalai is able to attract people, attract the commoners to come and meet him, talk to him about their issues, even though he is not in government or BJP is not in the state government. Maybe central governments, there are issues he could solve using his influence with the central leadership, but predominantly it is a local body issues, local issues, which he tries to resolve through the party machineries. So that is why people are, thronging to meet him, take a selfie, and then, be with him. That the family type of, friend and family type of relationship that he brings about. It's amazing, amazing. In fact, I wish that I keep participating in his Padayatra. I asked him for consent to participate in another district, or my home district, which was where I was born and brought up in Kadalur. I think it's going to happen in the second phase. Probably I'll walk along with him and then real-time experience how people react. One is looking through the videos and others, but other is just walk along with him and then real-time experience, and then find out what people are, what is attracting the people. I think this is where somewhere the Enman Enmakkal, the team also should actually bring out these emotions very clearly, saying that why the public are attracted towards Annamalai, because that phenomena someone has to actually capture this. I wish if when I participate, I wish to capture this emotions, why people are so thrilled to meet him, right? I think that definitely after MGR, even Jayalalitha has not done this. Because Jayalalitha used to stay a little away
from... I completely agree with you.
For various reasons, for her security reasons and other reasons, and plus being a woman, she cannot be in the crowd, because there are some issues. But otherwise, Annamalai is able to actually mix up with them, even though he has a security threat, but he is able to actually go and meet them, receive the love and affection the public are giving. I think this is very amazing. This is refreshing. Especially when we are talking about 55 years of Dravidian rule, and there could be some change. How this will get converted into votes, we need to wait and see for 2024. But otherwise, at least the public mass support, if some, is there, then it will naturally convert into vote. It will naturally convert into support. Because I also talked about the iconic image. I think, Annamalai is fitting into that iconic image. Though BJP always talked about, they never believed in one single person, one icon. But Modi, he is an iconic image of BJP, right? 2002 onwards in Gujarat, he had become an iconic image. And then when he came to the national arena, even before he came to national arena, people started talking about him, saying that why can't he be a prime minister, right? That sort of an iconic image he built in, and then now he just stands as a global leader, right? Just he moved from one state to the country to the global leader. I think,
I heard Mars is calling him too.
probably, yes, but that is the level of influence he is able to bring in. And Annamalai probably following that footsteps. Annamalai is, determined to break this Dravidian ideology into pieces. So I think this is very amazing and exciting.
We need to remember one thing, viewers, that Modi got appointed as the chief minister. There was a party there for him to go and become the chief minister.
Right.
Here he is going even from for a lower level, where he's trying to create that party around Annamalai, and we have to wait and see. Sir, now comes the more interesting question. We are taking a preview of what we think could happen in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, and we both are in agreement that BJP will perhaps do better if it goes alone. For now, sir, let us assume that that's going to be the case, because it's easier for us, less variables, because we just want to look at a region, influence, factors,
right?
Something like that.
Sure.
So I'm hoping, as a psephologist, I don't have to tell you the qualifying factors. You can. Somebody told me that BJP has a chance in 8 different places. Yeah. I list those things, but I don't want to say those things because Sriramji, I can't sell idlis to a master of idli making. So I would rather he tell us what he thinks are the places where the BJP can, on its own, make a huge impact and perhaps even win those things. Right now, BJP is at 0. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so the impact that BJP as an organization had always been very strong only in the Kongu region, but on its own, and one district in southern Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari.
Correct.
These are the 2 places where they are organizationally pretty strong, thanks to the Hindutva, the Sangh Parivar. Because even Kanyakumari, I wouldn't say that they are very strong as an BJP as an organization, but Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Hindu Munani predominantly has a very strong base there, and because of that, Kanyakumari became a hotbed of BJP's electoral gains. Similarly, in Kongu region, similarly to the Sangh Parivar or the pro-Hindu factions in there. Another reason for Kongu region where BJP got more attention or support is because traditionally, both the Dravidian parties concentrated on the Gounder as a community. The Nayakar community, which is also a business community, was neglected. So BJP, even though has so many Gounder leaders, the Nayakar community started giving more prominence to them. That is where they became, and of course because of Bajrang Dal and Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Sangh Parivar factions there, because of which Kongu region became very prominent. Today, I would bet that south of Delta and southern regions, where ADMK, especially under EPS as a leader, and ADMK is having a little bit of a shaky ground. I wouldn't say they are totally lost out, because the core voter base or core members of ADMK who vote for 2 leaf symbol, they are intact. At least the party as a machinery is very intact. Whereas the support base that is to come from the non-party members, say there is a 20-25% of ADMK, another 23-25% of DMK. Remaining 50% of the voters come from a common public who keep pooling. They stay one side or the other, right? That swing voters used to be more than 20-25% in the southern districts predominantly, and those people are actually coming to BJP's favor, and that is where BJP is getting a lot more traction. So I would assume, if I want to call out some of the constituencies, actually I need to have a look at it. Tenkasi is one of the very prominent. Okay, of course, Kanyakumari, we will leave it as is. Kanyakumari is very strong. They will come back. If Pon Radhakrishnan contests from there, he will lose.
Okay.
Because probably people do not have a very positive opinion about him. And other than Pon Radhakrishnan, BJP has to find a very strong candidate. Okay. Even to that extent, if they can convince some of the Sangh Parivar and then get a Christian voter, a Catholic Christian to be a candidate, though I am sounding as a politician, then that will actually have a large impact across Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So that is where, but at least Pon Radhakrishnan, if he contests, he is probably going to be not a very successful from that place because of a lot of negative impact that he had created when he was a minister in 2014. Tenkasi is a very, very prominent area. Then Virudhunagar, I'm talking about all southern districts. Shivaganga has always been, H. Raja had been contesting, but they need to find an alternate candidate because H. Raja probably has contested more number of times and then, but this time, if Chidambaram and Karthi Chidambaram don't get a seat from Congress in Shivaganga, then H. Raja has a far better chance. But if either one of them gets it, I'm sure, Karthi Chidambaram is a sitting MP, he may or may not get that seat because he has been voicing against DMK, so DMK might force he should not get the seat. So I'm just putting all the permutation combinations. Then Tirupur, the Kongu region, Tirupur is a very, very hotbed of BJP, very strong emotions coming out of it. Nilgiris is a reserved constituency where A. Raja contested in 2014 and then won 2019, he won, but he actually is losing ground. We did a survey about 10 months back itself about A. Raja in Nilgiris, after he made a statement about all Hindu women or, he made very derogatory statements about all Hindus and Hindu women. And we actually did a survey there as a sample survey of 3,500 people from that constituency. We found that even though DMK is strong, if A. Raja is a contestant, then they'll defeat him. That is the level of negative publicity A. Raja has got in Nilgiris. Krishnagiri, another once again is a PMK area, PMK stronghold. But Krishnagiri also, I would put it under the Kongu belt regime. Influence is very high there. Yeah. Apart from this, these are the areas where, of course, Krishnagiri, if PMK alliance happens, maybe, Anbumani Ramadas would want, though he is a Rajya Sabha MP. Because he is a Rajya Sabha MP, they may not demand that seat. That is why I am assuming Krishnagiri to be a BJP hotbed. And the current sitting MP has a very low rating amongst the public because he has not done anything to them. He is from DMK. But apart from this, there are other ally areas that I look at very positive was Perambalur. Perambalur in 2019 was a reserved constituency where A. Raja contested. The moment that got converted into a general constituency, A. Raja was shifted to another reserved constituency. He was a sitting MP there, but somehow DMK, the Samuga Nidhi or the social justice, and doesn't allow them to have the scheduled caste or the Dalit contesters from a non-reserved or general constituencies. They always put them saying that don't expect beyond a general your reserved constituency. So he was shunted from Perambalur to Nilgiris. That was not his base. He had built a big base in Perambalur. We are talking about Parivendar. He IJK. He runs a small party. So he probably will be the contestant from there as part of an ally. Then we are talking about Velur, A.C. Shanmugam. A.C. Shanmugam is very popular there, and even in 2019 election, he lost by about 8,000 or 8,500 votes. So that is the level of influence he has, and he is very, very strong contender from Velur. So with ADMK, BJP and A.C. Shanmugam as a combination, I think Velur is another very stronghold for BJP. Apart from that, we are talking about Madurai South or area. But at least these are the constituencies I see that BJP on its own, without ADMK, will make a big, huge mark. And Tirupur and Kanyakumari, even if they don't have an alliance with the ADMK, they will win. As an ally partner, A.C. Shanmugam without an alliance with ADMK also will win. So I'm betting 3 bare minimum for NDA if they don't ally with ADMK.
So you left out 2 big constituencies where BJP could be a strong force. South Chennai and Coimbatore South. Yeah,
South Chennai I consciously didn't take it because in South Chennai originally erstwhile before the delimitation exercise, South Chennai would have been a huge possibility. But when Sholinganallur got added, South Chennai lost probably they tilted towards DMK, not even ADMK, but Jayakumar is aiming for his son to contest from South Chennai. So if alliance is there, so he's a good friend of mine. So we have talked about it many times. So if ADMK alliance happens, then South Chennai will be demanded by Jayakumar for his son. So no way that BJP will be able to contest. But if ADMK is not an alliance, if BJP contests from South Chennai, because of Sholinganallur coming into the constituency through delimitation, so it is going to be very, very difficult. Still possibility exists because DMK, ADMK and BJP, that tri-corner contest may make a possibility, or at least may make a
somebody can squeak.
A good dent in that. But other than that, if it is with the alliance, then it is ADMK is probably better to contest from there so that they can win. While I would say that 𝙤𝙧𝙤𝙪 is attempting to contest from South Chennai, he is anticipating. And Kadalur, Vinod Selvam has been because he is a responsibility for the district, so he has been preparing the ground for himself. But I don't think Kadalur and all hardcore 1 year belt, and unless you put a 1 year candidate or some local candidate, it's going to be very, very difficult for airlifting someone from Chennai to contest from there. So that is going to be a difficult one. Coimbatore, incidentally, see, when CP Radhakrishnan contested, he just lost by a lakh or so vote to communist candidate. But still, that time CP Radhakrishnan in 2014 contested, as against ADMK and DMK. Still, he got a significant amount of votes there because he came second, not third. Okay, the communist won, and then ADMK won, and then he came second there. But the question is, can ADMK give up that seat for BJP if they are contesting along with BJP? Even to that extent, Vanati Srinivasan's victory was a very difficult one. I think she won by 1,500 votes, right? The last 1 or 2 rounds. I would say it was more of a compromise victory than a clear victory. In spite of ADMK being a stronghold there, BJP being a stronghold there, it should have been a very good, easy cakewalk. But Kamal Hassan gave a very tough fight. So, unless otherwise SP Velumani puts his force behind, if BJP contests and puts his force behind, Coimbatore South probably is not a probable, and if ADMK is going to, ADMK BJP alliance happens, I think they will demand that seat for themselves. They are not going to give in for BJP. That's why I said Tirupur, in spite of not having ADMK with them, Tirupur is a very hot belt of, because of the Sangh Parivar, support, and then the consolidation of Hindu voters there. It's a very good place for BJP to contest on their own.
What about places like Mayiladuthurai?
Wherever communist is, that is, the Delta region has a very unique combination. Okay, neither DMK nor ADMK is strong there. So wherever the communists are aligning with, so they get the advantage for that. But if BJP makes a good arrangements with Muttarayar, okay, see, it is in across globe, what we call as a class or caste politics always plays. In Tamil India, caste plays a huge role in politics, especially electoral politics. Tamil Nadu, even though they claim that caste has been eradicated 50 years back, caste is the only base on which electoral politics is fought with. So if you look at the Delta region, it is Mukkalathur and Muttarayar. Both the communities are pretty strong there, and because of EPS taking a lead, and then somewhere the Mukkalathur community has lost faith in him. I wouldn't say lost their support, but some amount of lost faith in him. Because people like Rajan Chellappa or Sellur Raju has not been given a very strong prominent role in the party. Even though they are the tall leaders, they have not been given a strong role. And TTV Dinagaran, Shashikala and OPS, for whatever maybe they are marginalized, they are able to take away some 7-8% vote away from ADMK. So if all these consolidations, all the compromises are made, then in Mailadurai or even Trichy, Srirangam, Trichy, that area, these are the areas where BJP, NDA as such can consolidate a lot, right? See, there are factors like severe anti-incumbency against DMK, and there are factors like Annamalai playing a huge revival of BJP and the nationalistic politics. Then you need to do a little bit of compromise of consolidating all the voter base, right? For example, Devendra Kulavelalar in down south, they were not accommodated in 2019 and 2021 election also. They could have made a huge amount of impact. Because,
And why was that?
Because they are a strong community in those areas.
Why did they not get
because the social engineering of the caste social engineering works the other way. That Nadar community and Devendra Kulavelalar are against each other. Mukkulathor and Devendra Kulavelalar are against each other.
There's a
three, but Nadar and Mukkulathor are also against each other, but they will join hands to take on the Devendra Kulavelalar, right? So this is where, if the Modi magic or Amit Shah magic that happened in Uttar Pradesh can be repeated in Tamil Nadu, bring caste combinations together and work for the common cause. If that can happen, then it can do wonders. So John Pondian is probably a very small community local leader. But actually what happens is they can actually bring in more power to the organizing capacity, right? So that is where in the southern districts, if ADMK BJP alliance along with the smaller outfits like AMMK don't ignore OPS, bring OPS as a backdoor entry through BJP or through AMMK, have a alliance within an alliance sort of arrangement, bring Devendra Kulavelalar. So what happens is then, you have a formidable combination in about 14 districts. I'm talking about at least 17, 18 constituencies. You could actually give a run for the money for DMK. And DMK as such is losing prominence in those areas because of anti-incumbency. So you could actually gain out of it. So the swing voters, the swing percentage could be very alarming. Maybe a case study for, the Psephologist could be in the range of 15 to 25%. I'm talking about a huge swing voters,
yes,
right?
Very true,
Normally swing voters would be 2 to 3%, 5%.
Yeah. Also, viewers remember that BJP at the best maybe 6 to 7% in a particular constituency. I'm just saying the best. So for it to work to win that constituency, it requires a large swing and consistently not only from the independent undecided but also perhaps from some chunk has to be taken away from ADMK
yes.
and DMK also. So there's a lot of work, promising start. It is like Sehwag, first 5 overs he is batting well in a test match, but Sehwag is Sehwag. So we have to remember that. So go ahead, sir.
See, this is where one has to look at the baseline as a 2014 election. In 2014, two prominent Dravidian leaders were peak of their career and active in politics, Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi. And BJP formed its own alliance. Probably, BJP, PMK, DMDK, MDMK, and then smaller IJK and all these parties were left out by both the parties. And Congress also contested alone because DMK did not take them into any alliance. But BJP as a combine could get 19.5% vote share in Tamil Nadu in 2014. Wherever BJP contested, the contested vote percentage was 23%
Wow.
or 23.5.
Wow.
So imagine there is an alternate available. It's not that, only the two Dravidian parties take everything. BJP is a 2.5%, 7% and all. There is a huge space available for the swing voters. Shriyaji, if you said about 6 or 7% vote, imagine 2014, even though Pon Radhakrishnan was the president, it was probably about less than 2% or 2 to 3% is their vote share. Imagine the 23%, I'm talking about the 20% swing.
Right.
They could do it in 2014 without a vibrant leader and without a Modi central government support or Modi.
Modi was still not PM.
Not the PM then. Imagine now the swing. That is what I talked about. It's going to be a exciting factor for Psephologist, because the swing is not 2 to 3%, it is 20-25%, 15 to 25%, right? This is where I am laying my basis on. The second aspect is, in Tamil Nadu, especially 2019, DMK successfully did one campaign, the anti-Modi, anti-BJP campaign.
They kept hammering over it.
Hammering over it. The negativity that they published,
right,
it was so prominent in the people's mind, right, that DMK alliance won 38 out of 39.
Correct.
Okay, that is the level. And today the negativity is not there. Not just because of the anti-incumbency of DMK, but people have become more aware. And with so many right-wing leaning influencers, me including humble self, there are several people, there are hundreds of people who have been hammering on the Twitter and social media, in YouTubes and other wherever the possible platforms. We are actually countering the Dravidian narrative, and then we are actually setting the narrative. Previously in Tamil Nadu, BJP was only fighting the narrative that is being said. For traditionally they have been said that they are a North Indian party, they are a Brahmin party. You kept on saying that no, I am not. You are trying to prove 𝙤𝙧𝙤𝙪 or Pon Radhakrishnan or others. They are always trying to prove, no, we are not that, we are not that, we are not that. Today what happens is Annamalai is setting the narrative for DMK. Okay, this is exactly what 2014 BJP did against Congress and others, right? Previously the narrative was set by others. BJP was trying to fight that narrative. Then 2014 it just flipped all over, and then said, BJP started actually setting the narrative, and Congress and the opponents were fighting that narrative, right? Today in Tamil Nadu, that's exactly the situation that is happening, and you don't have a tall leader like Jayalalitha or Karunanidhi. Of course, the Karunanidhi's void has been filled by Stalin immediately. Jayalalitha's void has not been filled by EPS. So that is where the vacuum, see, you talked about BJP taking a lot of ADMK voters. That really is happening. That is why ADMK also is a bit rattled. And I am of a very strong belief, BJP's growth has to be on one of the Dravidian parties' decline.
Yes.
So whether one likes it or not, whether EPS or Stalin likes it or not, this is the reality. And one of the Dravidian party has to decline, on which BJP will grow. And I wish that Dravidian party is DMK, not ADMK, because the ADMK to a major extent is not too anti-Hindu, anti-Brahmin, anti-temple. Of course, they have their own, probably in the temple management, they have their own set of, contributions also. And they have not stood with Brahmins. The only thing is they have not actively anti-Brahmin. At the same time, they have not, even when Jayalalitha was there, she was not too supportive of Brahmins, too supportive of Hinduism, but she was true supportive of nationalism. That remains with ADMK. So we need to wait and see, but there is a very prominent, without alliance, 3 for NDA, with alliance, 25 for NDA.
Wow.
That is because with alliance with ADMK, I would bet between 20 to 25 for NDA. I think that is a game changer for Tamil Nadu politics.
And it's just the first month of Annamalai's Yatra. Much water is going to flow down the river 𝙤𝙗𝑚, although I hear it backs up very fast. But still, thank you so much, Sriram Seshadri. This is a conversation with a difference, because we've been thinking of doing this thing, and luckily the stars lined up today, and Sriramji was supposed to be not in town, but again, like I said, the stars lined up. Thank you once again, sir. Namaskaram.
Namaskar.